yesterday.
Let's
Just
do
want to
it
make sure.
today. And
Shit, yeah, you're right.
yeah, we're live.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Hi
gosh.
everyone. It's Cody of The Last Arc. I am the Chadmiral hosting tonight's Chadmiral. Tonight we have a special guest who is normally not with us, Rear Frontline Combatant Dill, looking for booty. We are also having our wonderful co-host, Straw Hat Lucas.
Hello.
And we also have Rear Chadmiral vexyz, the twerking legend. How are you doing today, brother?
Hey, I'm wonderful. I got new appliances today, and it's a magical feeling, guys.
Is it? I hear those things are really, really heavy.
Yeah, but no, dude, I got a brand new washer and dryer, like a matching pair. I'm on top of the world. Did you say rear frontline combatant?
Yeah, he's like at the rear of the front.
I didn't notice it. Oh shit.
No, I'm sorry. What's good, y'all? I'm vibing. I'm just vibing.
So am I.
I think this is the most wild Chadmirals intro we've ever had because we just came off of watching something already, and normally we ask our guests, but I want to make sure I want to ask something else first. Dill, how was your day today?
It was pretty good. I cannot complain about it at all. How was your day, Cody?
You could. I think anyone could complain about their day.
You have the willpower to do this still.
The dill power.
The dill power.
I want to hear. Yeah, why don't you tell the people about your wonderful series, Detective Dill, in the DLA Discord.
So I've been going around trying to hunt down my former crewmates because there's one who is known as Cube of the Red Sea who has been a Cube of the Red B, but we're in the first few minutes of the stream, so I can't say the full word. So.
Bro.
Took me and Cody out with it.
That is the restraint of our rear frontline combatant that I'm talking about. He knows
what lean into it, bro.
Oh my god. Sorry, guys.
So I think I watched the one that had me and vexyz, and I'm wondering where the one with Joshua Curry went. Is that what we're calling?
Oh yeah, the long ring, long land one. Like I don't know. I didn't see it either. Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out.
It's in there. Cody's episode's not out yet. It's the next one after.
Yeah, it's the next one. And 3-day. But yeah, it's been hyped, dude. I actually really.
But he got hinted.
I left my ass off at the food puns earlier. Like Smokey didn't even ask me to help him with that. That was all off the. That boy's a legend.
I'm so excited to see what personification Smokey's gonna adapt for me. I'm also scared because it's man, I've only been out of pocket around Smokey.
Shit's about to get wild.
You said you have an army of Vaporeons. Oh,
the days I need a max win.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
goodness. That man's comedy is next level.
It is, man.
No,
I cried
don't do it. Don't do it.
When I was watching my episode and he was doing the real smooth talking voice, I was crying, dude. I was crying so hard. And then he did the haiku battle. But after that, at the very end of the episode, when at the beginning, I'm like, I don't want to hear any cursing because I've changed my ways. And then at the end of the episode, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my god. I lost. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. It was so good, dude. It was
my
so
favorite
good.
part was Shuckle fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
major shout out to we're just dropping F-bombs in the first 5 minutes of the stream. That's what's up. But major shout out to Smokey, Grand Line Bound, the doctor, the decoy, and the emergency food supply of the last arc. We also got some goats in the chat. I want to shout out to what's up Dow, what's up Will of Dreams, what's up Cube of the Red Sea, the historian, and 3-day the navigator. We love you all.
We'd be lost with that. We'd be lost without you 3-day. Beautiful. Before we get into what we just watched before stream, because I know I'm itching to talk about it. I'm sure Vex is like squirming in his seat right now. He's been waiting to do a frieren episode of Chadmirals for like a month now.
Can't wait. I'm about to like scream, y'all.
Cody. So yesterday, when I was putting in the Berserk soundboard parts, right? I was listening to Guts' theme, which is iconic, right? Like, and I've told you before, I never really got into Berserk 97 because they cut out Puck, and I'm a huge Puck fan. But I was listening to the song, and I was like, you know what? I want to give it another shot. And instead of watching more Evangelion last night, I watched the first like 4 episodes of Berserk 97. I'm in love, dude. Like, I don't know why I didn't vibe with it when I was like 14, but like, dude, when they were doing this scene, yeah, when they were doing the scene on the hill and Griffith is like explaining to him that he's gonna own him, and then you just heard that Guts' theme in the background. I started sobbing, dude. I started like legit crying because I knew what's to come. Oh my god. I had to tell you because I knew you were like, "What? You gotta you gotta try again." So I had to. I had to.
Love Berserk. It's in my top 3 favorite manga.
Mm-hmm.
You've been watching
And that's where I
anything
think
else
it's
this week?
No. I watched Tree Stream. I watched more One
Oh yeah, dude,
Piece with my mom.
we went deep down the FF7 rabbit hole like this past 2 weeks. The show is crazy.
I jumped in there for I got to catch one of them because they're usually on when I'm at work, and we talked in there for hours, like an hour and a half, about the OG Final Fantasies. Because like I'm not a big fan of 7. My favorite from that era is 8. I just find Squall like more appealing. But yeah, Dylan has been killing it, man. He has been killing it on the streams. You know who else has been killing it on the streams lately? Cody. He's been cooking over there on Twitch, cooking. And if anyone in the chat isn't on Cody's Twitch yet, go over there. Give him a follow.
In the
Twitch.tv/
description.
SSJ8 Cody. Yes, link in the description.
Link on the screen. Link literally on the screen right now, actually. Now that I'm
at the bottom of the yeah, right down there, y'all.
Holy smokes, you guys are... This is just the overlay I think I made with you, Vex. I remember that. What a time.
A long time ago. Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
When we were young lads, before we could, before the war.
Look at us now, though. Who'd have thought?
Before we were all caught up on frieren. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I couldn't hold back, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure, that Freeren's your top 1, you'd say, at this moment?
Of ongoing things, yes. I put it at absolutely top 1. I think that it is, bro. Y'all don't want me to write a book right now. Like, save me for last. Like,
I like it a lot.
So do I. I'm really, really digging it. Like, I'm really a big fan of the retroactive storytelling in it. Like going back and seeing things instead of it just like, because like obviously anime has flashbacks. Like that is a staple of all anime. But the way they're doing it is just so different. And the way it's intricately woven and reflecting of what's going on in the current story as well, like that's what sold me, man. And it's in my top 3 of current things right now, which is crazy. But
yeah, I would
it's
say
also it's also now in my top 5 of all time. It is the 5th spot right now in my top 5 of all time.
For me, it's in top 3 of all time, and it's top 1 of like what's currently going right now. I put it at the absolute top of what is currently airing, and of all time, I'd say it's probably top 3. And I don't think that's recency bias. Like I've been like, I don't know, like it's just been one of those like seasons that you just like can't really explain like in so many words like how fascinating it is. I wrote like an entire essay in the server about it, and I'm not gonna just like spout that all off again. But yeah, like that's like I've never seen a story that's like so like well written as what we see in frieren, and like the way that it's like portrayed. Plus, it's just like the sounds are all beautiful, the music's beautiful, like the art is beautiful.
Yeah, the composition is wildly good.
The dub is crazy phenomenal. Good.
I love the dub. Like honestly, it's phenomenal.
I also I'd say it's top like 5 as of ongoing things right now. I'd say definitely top 5. like definitely top 2 high fantasy for me, like of all time. I'm very comfortable in saying
Whoa,
that.
that's awesome though. That's sick. Can I ask though? It's number 2 after Berserk, isn't it?
No, I'm not giving
No.
that. I'm not giving that number
Oh.
1 until I have the video essay I want on it.
Mhm.
Because I need the video essay ready to be all like, listen, you don't like it, that's cool, goodbye, and then we go into talking about it, you know. But I think like the way, no, I'm not gonna gush like Vex it for an hour. I want to gush about Frieren, and Frieren has like some of the most amazing like retroactive character development and way of like retroactive storytelling using like the party from the past to show how everything has been influenced in the world of today. And I likened it almost to playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, where you can see the differences that were made by Link and Zelda playing that game. So in what was it, Breath of the Wild. So I really liked that, you know, you see that like beating the Demon King really did matter in the world, and like the world building is so much, it's so important. It's all really good. I can't gush about it like Vex could. Like
It like what's the most surprising to me is that it's like because of the compounding amounts of like you were saying, like we pull back from like things long ago and stuff like that that like are more impactful in the now in today and things like that. But it's not just like one like cycle back. It's like all of these things like accumulate into just so much like an exponentially bigger story that each and every single episode you watch becomes more and more impactful, even with the slightest of like nuances and details and things like that. Like I'm not even lying, like my heart filled up whenever I heard about like some sour grapes. And like if that doesn't make sense to you, it's just because like you kind of have to like ride this snowball down the hill. But it's like the first 2 episodes are so ridiculously impactful, and then every single episode since then just keeps piling on just more and more and more and more of this like heavy hitting like story that's already been told, that you know sometimes draws into like so like and is relevant to the story that is also unfolding in front of you. It's so poetic, it's freaking beautiful.
Lucas.
Yeah,
He's
sorry, I'm
muted.
eating dinner at the no, yeah, I would say I'm eating dinner at the same time. We do this like an hour after I get off work. But yeah, man, I because when we first watched those 2 episodes, he was talking about how gutted he was watching them, and it didn't hit me yet. But the more I got into it, like when um I think it's the 3rd or 4th episode when the first time that we're out in the world and we see Heiner, like a flashback of him, that's when it started getting me. And then I don't know, man. It's just so good. The spell casting is good. The animation is something I can't gush about enough. The hand drawn scenes that they do when they're dancing in the ballroom, when they're about to fight. What's her name? Ara.
Oh
Is
bro,
that her name, Vex?
yeah, or the
Like, yeah,
guillotine. That string of
yeah, or the
episodes was
guillotine.
ridiculous, dude.
Insane,
Like
insane. And him seeing his son though, like that's what broke me. Is like him seeing the son like armor and then like touching its hand and stuff and like thanking Frieren for letting his son rest. Like, oh my god, man. Peak. And
yeah,
it's
it's
those small moments is what that make up this like meat of the story are the best.
it's
Best.
Such
crazy
It's
because
some of
like
the
yeah,
best world building ever.
some of the deepest like character like development that you can get off of like it's crazy how little time you spend with some of these characters, but how much you know them and the impact that they have on you as a viewer and the
Yeah.
story as a whole and things like that. Like literally, it's because a lot of the episodes are split up into 2 smaller stories, or they cover 2 different like sides of events and things like that. Like there will be like a chunk of the episode that's like this bit, and then we'll transition to the next latter half of the episode and it'll cover another bit. So it's like each episode is like almost like 2 minisodes for the most part. And
Yeah.
it's so crazy because within this amount of time, within like 22 to 24 minutes, the amount of shit that gets done, like the amount of like emotions that are felt and like the worlds that are built. And it's if you look at like the lines that are written by some of like and spoken by some of these characters, it's less than a page. And in less than a page worth of like interactions with some of these like side characters, you get such an impact. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they
Well,
do it.
That's like with Stark's backstory, man. They really don't show much of it at all. Like they show you that little bit with his brother and stuff, but even Dill like understood exactly what Stark's whole fucking like story was basically from a small segment of him seeing another child that reminded him of himself as a child. But like I don't know, man. It's wild to me, like you said, how little they can tell in a short or how much they can tell in a little amount of like
Yeah,
wild.
I think his backstory was literally like less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Out of the whole like 22 episodes that we've seen so far, like less than 2 minutes of it focuses on his actual backstory, which is crazy because like it literally almost brought like several people I know to tears, like, which is crazy, dude. Like it's
it choked me
insane
up.
how well.
Yeah, it choked me up.
Like, and then like not even to mention the heroes party. Like the heroes party is like a whole completely different story because like you get like little tidbits in here and there's from like them in Frieren's like memories and things like that because they're not on this journey. Their journey is already done. And like it's so insane to me how much I love these characters. Like I cannot even begin to describe to you. And yeah, like I mean, I would have loved to watch the show that's like, you know, like Himmel, Eisen, Heiter, and Frieren on their adventure and things like that. But like, I'm still getting that. I'm still getting all
You're
of the
getting 2
important
for the
parts.
price of 1, man.
It's like playing Final Fantasy X, and like you get to go through Yuna's journey to being the High Summoner, and you get to see those tidbits of Jet Spheres to see Braska's journey, and it's like, man, I wish I could have played that game, but at least we still get to see some of those memories. It's like I like to see those past memories and like be able to see those same monumental things and what made them so impactful. Like that's an element of Frieren that they pull off like really well. It's like it feels
Extremely
like
well.
really well placed nostalgia that somehow hits episodically, like almost back to back in the same episode. How am I nostalgic? You know, it's like crazy.
Rosie. Rosie says hi, guys. Sorry if y'all can hear her.
Shout out to Rosie.
Hola, Rosie.
But no, yeah, that's like exactly what I said when I first watched like the first 2 episodes. I didn't know anybody else who had watched it at this point. So I was just like kind of like yelling into a void. But I was just like, how am I nostalgic? And I've watched less than 30 minutes of something. Like after 1 episode, how am I feeling like I miss the beginning already? I'm at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like
And then
it's so crazy.
rewatching and seeing like the first episode over and over again, and it's like sorry, I'm coughing, not getting choked up, I promise.
No, it's okay, bro.
But Himmel,
So I
like,
did want to
is him.
discuss last episode with Flamma and Frieren going up to Siegel, and then Sarai, and then next is what could be potentially ending up happening is Frieren and Fern, master and student, returning to her.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna play out. Y'all know my thoughts, like, like if we're gonna discuss current events, then I want to let Cody kind of finish up his thought, but I have a lot of theories right now, like a lot of theories.
Shout out to Cody for predicting what was gonna happen in the episode. I cannot believe it.
Dead on, almost.
Dude.
Like I literally said, man, I miss Stark. They're like gonna cut away from this huge thing to they're gonna cut away from this huge magic event to have a Stark shopping episode. And while it wasn't like a Stark shopping episode, I don't know what I said. And lo and behold, Stark had to take Frieren and Fern shopping, and we love it. I have
It
what
was true.
Vex? What are you typing in the
What?
chat? You're wildin'.
What? That's what TB stands for. I'm sorry, Will, if that's the case, but I had to clarify.
I guess, yeah.
But no, yeah. I think it was well placed as well. Like we got a little bit more of a chill slice of lifey episode, and this is a slice of life anime. It has like really, really good world building and high fantasy, and like it has like some like amazing fight scenes and action elements and like things like that. But all in all, what's up, John Sherrod? On all social media, what's up, OPU fan? We love you. But yeah, like all in all, this is a slice of life anime. It just has some gas moments in it, which are ridiculous and like I'd say on par with like all of my favorite like battle shonens and stuff like that. It's like really, really, really good fight scenes.
Just seeing the extent of Frieren's powers is
I don't think
baffling
yeah,
to
like
me.
I don't think this is the extent though.
Oh
As
no,
what,
yeah,
as
but
what you're
I'm
saying,
just
yeah,
saying, like, yeah, to what we have seen,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
like
wild.
It sure reminds me
wild,
of
man.
like akin to like almost Mob or Saitama from like those kinds of shows.
Yeah,
Like
but
at
it's
the
like
end of her journey, like beginning another.
That's why I made the meme earlier about Shaggy.
She's a
oh
level
my
20
goodness.
wizard going back through her journey carrying 2 level 1s. Like
Okay, come on now. They're not level ones
okay,
anymore, but
they're
I
not
was
level
about to
1s
say
anymore,
they're
but
not
like
a level 20.
Frieren
yeah, she is. Yeah, she probably has epic boons at that. Like she's definitely a level 20.
Demon
I
King
would say she's like
went
23.
to hell. Oh,
She went extended
23.
play.
Okay, dang.
She went extended play.
Okay, whatever. But no, like the main thing that I loved this last episode. Like we just watched it literally right before we started stream. In the stage in the TLA server. Join the link in the description if you wanted to maybe pop in before we watch the next one. But yeah, we just watched it and like I was so hype off of episode 21, guys. I literally before I watched it with all of y'all when y'all got caught up, I literally watched it 6 times. I was so gassed, dude. It was amazing. I'm like obsessed with this shit. And then like this was like a way different pacing, way different vibe, and it was like much more like I said, like slice of life instead of just like peak like what we just came from. But I think it's well placed because like this arc
Pause.
seems like it's going. This arc seems like it's gonna take up the rest of the season, and it's like I don't know how many episodes they're going to devote to the second part, but they did mention that this is going to be like a 3-part like a first class mage exam, and I'm extremely excited to get into the rest of it. But I did miss my boy Stark as well, and we can't just go like straight from like what like there's a little bit of like downtime and things like that, and they take every single opportunity that they can to build the world and to show the characters interacting and things like that. And we got some really, really, really amazing character interactions in this episode as well. So it didn't feel like it was like wasted time, even though it was definitely a departure from like what episode 21 was, which was straight gas.
I really want to know more about the kid that clones himself. I'm still learning all the new characters' names. The one that I think her name's Ubel was talking to.
Yeah, I forgot his name as well. The glasses guy. Like she just
Yeah,
calls him like glasses. Like
Cody.
4 eyes.
calls him Cody.
bro, he wishes. Like, dude, Cody is down bad for Ubel. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he is. The minute she showed up, bro, the minute she showed up, he was like, toxic?
Oh
That's
my
my boy, though.
goodness.
That's my boy, though. I can't blame him. I can't blame him.
Taste of your lips, I'm on a run.
Oh my
Toxic,
God.
I'm slipping and
So-
with the taste.
His name is Land.
Land?
Yes, and the romanization of it is Ranto.
Interesting.
Yeah, Ranto
probably not
sounds
gonna
better
remember
than Land.
I'm probably not gonna remember.
I
I'm
literally
gonna be...
I just typed in 4 eyes frieren and it pulled him up.
Oh, the disrespect though. Oh my
Well, because
God.
it has an alias on there as 4 eyes from Ubel.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like Oh my god. But yeah, he seems really interesting. I want to know like exactly how strong he is because he's like straight up he was just like Nolan. Oh sorry. But no, he straight up he was just like, "Yo, I haven't even started the fight yet. I'm just watching
Yeah,
you." And
I'm just watching
like
you, dude.
but like we also saw like with Denkin and with Wurble, they're like extremely proficient in like sensing other people's mana. So I don't know if
Yes.
he'd be able to pull those tricks off on like somebody like those two, because those two are just kind of built fucking different. But I think
Yeah, but
he's
would
like,
wouldn't the clone just give off an extension of his mana?
well, the thing is that like he mentioned whenever he was walking up behind
Oh
Sharf
boy.
was the
Mhm.
guy's name. No, I
Yeah.
remember his name. His name is Sharf. And
Yeah, Shark.
when he was he was like, "You're not."
Snarf,
Bro, stop.
snarf.
He's like, "You're not." He
No.
said, "You're not very good at sensing mana, are you?"
Oh
So
yeah.
that leads me to believe that people who are very good at sensing mana would not fall for that same trick. But he didn't like have to like try very hard. Like he could still. I'm sure that's not as deep as his bag goes, but still, that like that initial like one tap trick is not going to work on somebody like Denkin or somebody like Wurble, and probably not like Ubel either. Like and especially not frieren. You know, like so like people who I'm convinced are absolutely like on the level of like what we can believe a first class mage, because we still have no idea. We're all anime only, but but people who are like legitimately on the level of like first class mages, that little one tap trick is not gonna work on them. But he is cool. He is really cool. Like the interactions that he had with Ubel was that was sick. Like,
Maybe he's
I
like
need to know what's
Check. Huh,
Kabuto.
my mic died.
Oh,
Sorry.
but
No, you're good. You're good.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I need to know.
I
I need
want
to
to
know
know
what's going
though.
on with Croft.
With the
Laura?
glasses guy though, I want to know if
Bruh.
I want to know if though he could play that to his advantage, right? So if they can sense the mana and he has two clones out, does it give off a exact replica of the way he's giving off his mana? Because if it does, he could use that in combat and confuse the enemy onto which one is which. And then you have to rely
really?
on a different sense than your ability to sense mana if it's like the exact same reading of mana. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get what you're saying.
it would be putting off the same like source signature.
Yeah, exactly. It's if it's putting off the same signature, then like you could use that to confuse in combat, and we don't know how many clones he can make at a time either.
maybe he's like Kabuto. He's like, he's got ninja info cards, and like his like real strategy is to like gather information and be able to assess like what his opponent's strengths and weaknesses
Yeah.
are. With my ninja info cards.
Bruh. But yeah, like as interested as I am in like a lot of these newer characters, like them just showing my boy Croft like right at the beginning of this arc, just casually just
Yeah, I teared up.
negative diffing people. I'm just like, what is this dude? Like, what are they cooking?
Oh,
Like, I need
I thought
to
you were talking
know.
about the statue. I thought you were talking about the
I
statue.
mean, well, no, when he saved those dudes
Yeah,
from
when he
Ubel,
saved. Yeah, when he saved him from
yeah,
Ubo.
like
Yeah, I
I'm
would.
just
Yeah,
like,
I
yo,
need to
like,
know what's up.
what are they cooking? Like, because this dude called frieren a young lady. She's 1,000 fucking years old at least. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, bro. This is
Well, like I said,
it's
man, he has
crazy.
age lines under his eyes.
And she looks
And
like a teenager. Yeah,
yeah,
like she
in
still looks like
Siri
young.
or Siri, whatever her name is, that other elf that we've seen now, she does not have age eyes under her line. So there's a chance that Croft is stronger or older than she is even.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is wild, my man. I noticed that last night when they were showing her. I was like, wait a minute. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Like yeah, because Croft, he's got to be super important.
I like with as little as we know about him, I'm very hesitant, but I'm like, yo, is he just like top one in the verse? Is that just like, did they just casually introduce like top one in the verse just now? Like, what the?
I mean, they did that in Mushoku Tensei, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
That guy isn't top one though. He's like up there, but he was ranked like 6 out of like the gods. If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, the dragon guy.
Yeah, I think I'm talking
I
about
think he
him.
was. Yeah, he was ranked like the sixth strongest. He wasn't even
What
like the
about Man God?
strongest. But I don't. He wasn't. I don't like. I don't think they were like the number one. Like but like they're close. They are very close. They're like final boss types. So I see what you're saying. But like I legitimately think Croft might be like otherworldly freaking strong at this point. Like I don't know what this dude's like holding on to, like as far as like the information that he might have, the skills that he might have, and like I don't know, he's a monk, but like monks could still like dabble into, and he's like very pious, so like he could have like some of the goddess's magic. Like this dude could have like met her for all we know. You know what I mean? Like how crazy would that be? Because
That would be
Hyter has me
crazy.
completely convinced the goddess exists. Like she's got to.
I don't know. Do you think that that's a MacGuffin that we have to pull? We have to meet the goddess ourselves too one day.
I think, yeah, whatever happens, like, because like if Saray is like the big bad, which I don't think she is, but I think she's like a big bad. But if she's like the big bad, like it doesn't necessarily explain where like priests get their magic from and things like that, like the divine side of things, and they need the holy scriptures that are passed down. And like I don't know, like Saray was around and like was able to teach Flama before like frieren ever like became her apprentice and things like that. So Saray was well established before like over 1,000 years ago, was already sitting on like a throne of grimoires.
Yeah.
So this person is ridiculously powerful, whoever they are. But
I think
I don't think she's where like all of the goddess's magic comes from. I think there's an actual goddess. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I think Ciri's the big bad of season 1 for sure. I don't think she'll be the big bad, but like because they emphasize that whole "do you see yourself living in a world of peace" thing way too heavily for that not to be the case.
Yeah, Flama's cold, dude. Like that scene was
Yeah.
crazy because like they were bowing in front of her, and Flama just stood straight up and like corrected her. Like that was insane. Like I don't know many apprentices that are just like that ballsy in front of like
Their
someone
own
like that.
master. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
And she said, "Actually, no, you're wrong."
Actually, no.
She said, actually."
Actually.
Yeah, I'm super
Actually.
excited to get onto the Northern Plateau. Like after all of this, I don't think that Saray is going to be dealt with just in the first mage exams. I think this is just her introduction. I think that like obviously like because there's 28 episodes in the season, we know that. So there's only 6 more. Whatever's gonna happen, like I don't see Saray getting taken down in the next 6 episodes. Like really, I mean, if it happens, cool, I'm here for it. But I think that this is set up for like the next season's like big plot. You know what I mean?
So do
Yeah, I
you
get what you're
think
saying.
that we'll have our original priest come back to Freeren's party? Not the hater, but
Absolutely.
the goatee prince.
Sign,
Goatee
yeah.
prince.
Yeah, Zine. I think
Zine.
Zine has to come back. He has to.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, man, because I liked the 3-party member system, but when they had Zine, it felt like a complete party. Now that we've had him, it feels like something's missing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wish
A
Stark would
priest.
have pulled that sword.
Oh, bro.
I did
I know,
too.
right?
I said that
That's
when we were
another
watching that episode.
reason. Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
another
I think
reason
Stark's gonna go
why.
pull it, and he did not.
That's another reason why I think that Saray is set up to be a big bad, like the calamity that they were speaking of. Because if like that sword is prophesized to be pulled by the one true hero to prevent the calamity from befalling the world, the Demon King's already dead. If the Demon King wasn't the calamity, the
What is?
calamity's still out there. Yeah, it's still there. Like so, that I think that's absolutely going to be extremely important. I think that I don't know, like, but with Sign, like they introduced like his whole backstory plot like way too heavily for them to just never touch on it again. Like with the Guerrilla Warrior and Goatee Priest, like that has to be important, especially with them to be tied to the statue of Croft. I think that's going to be a much slower burn. I honestly kind of hope that like once we're done with what we're doing here, like the beginning of season 2 will just be like 5 or 6 episodes of us not even seeing our core party and just following Sign. I would love that. I
That
would
would,
be
yeah.
so down with that.
I don't know about 4 or 5 episodes, but like maybe 2 or 3. I'd be done with that because I'd be missing them by then. I'd be like, where's my boy Stark? Where's my girl Fern?
That was
Where's
me
the
during
Yeah, I mean-
zombie
that was me
mommy?
during Whole Cake Island. Hey yo, where's Zoro and Fiendin?
Bro. Well, I mean, we were already missing Stark. Like we already just went like 4 episodes without any Stark presence whatsoever, and we just
Which
got like
is
a
why
little
I made
tidbit of
that
him. Like,
giant call
Yeah.
out, and I was like, "Yo, dog, we need a Stark shopping episode."
and then it happened, bro. Like that's what's crazy about it.
dude's got observation hockey like hardcore. JJ says, Vex with the kufi on his Abby is hilarious. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, they're on all of our Abbeys at the moment, man. Like,
All right,
Oh
boys.
my
turn
god,
your
the
cameras
Sunny
off.
is crazy.
yeah, dude, the Sunny with the Kufi.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
TN.
Bro, but no, I think that like, bro, I like that's my main theory is that like I think Sarah is being set up to be dealt with in season 2, and she is if she's not the calamity, she's trying to be the calamity, and there's something even bigger beyond
Or
that.
trying to like bring it about, like
Yeah,
summon whatever it is.
but yeah,
'Cause
it like it's crazy. There's no way that's all wrapping up in 6 episodes. That's got to be a next season burn, right?
have we seen any summoning magic in this series really?
No,
No.
not that I mean conjuring, but not like
Yeah,
summoning. Does that mean
not
yeah,
like
like
summoning,
conjuring? Yeah, like conjuring flowers and shit like that. But like
Yeah.
it's like they've explained the way that the magic system works is you have to be able to visualize it.
Visualized it. Yeah.
And that's why Ubel is so unique, is because she's able to do it off of feelings
Feel.
and
Yeah.
like and empathy and things like that, instead of like actually having to visualize it, which is extremely unique.
Yeah, that
Like,
was mind blowing, dude. That was
I love
mind
it.
blowing this episode. Yeah, that was wild.
What are you talking about, JJ? We're taking you on that Davy back fight.
Stop. Oh my
This is
God.
a special great sorcerer calling you out, dog. Ryoki Tenkai domain expansion. You're coming into my domain. You're
wow.
Anyway,
Bruh.
continue cooking. I just had to get that call
No,
out.
I love how well like they've talked about like very lightly, but I still have like such an understanding of the fact that like you have to be able to visualize, like whenever they were like getting swooped up by the giant like bird thing, like the winged monster, she's like, well, we can't just make the cart fly, like because we don't have a full comprehension of like the how. We only have like all we could do is mimic like demon kind's spell, but this isn't a spell from humankind.
If you notice too, when he first said that, she asked him straight up, have you ever seen a cart fly? Basically, like, we've never seen it. You can't visualize something you've never seen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's the magic but yeah, the magic system I feel like is about to be turned on its head with Ubel, like entirely.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Crazy,
I
dude.
I don't know like how this kind of thing happens. like
well,
when
yeah,
she used Werble's spell, like y'all heard me. I freaking like my jaw dropped. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way, dude.
The names are really cool for stuff. It's a lot cooler than yeah, I like it. You know, it's better than Turtle Hermit Wave every other attack.
Turtle Hermit Wave.
Is that not what it's called? Oh, yeah, the Kamehameha.
The Kamehameha.
But I think it's like she's extremely interesting and terrifying, and like the way that we were introduced to her with like Croft like being on high alert around her, and I'm just fully convinced he's
do you know who she reminds me of? Ubel reminds me of what's her name from ReZero, the gutter chick who would Miss Elise, I think.
I don't remember her name,
but she had
the disemboweler.
Yeah, it's just like that certain cold-blooded killer, cold and calculated, and like she knows what she's about, and she knows her limits, like, because she wouldn't even push her limit with Croft. Like, she backed down from him, and that's another thing to take away from that is for however
dude, you're
dangerous she
right.
is.
Elsa
Elsa.
Granhart
Oh
is
my
her-
god, yes. We love Elsa. Stan.
No, we don't. No, we do not.
Okay.
Tony
No,
does.
we do not, bro. That woman scarred me, bro.
Listen,
What
man,
are you
I
talking
gotta spill my guts to you, Vex. I really, I really love Elsa Greinhardt.
Bruh, of all of the, never mind. But
Bruh.
I don't know,
But
like
no,
her introduction, because like with Croft, not like him, he was like straight up keeping himself at a distance. He wasn't like backing down, but he was just like, yo, I see you, chick. Like, I see you, and I'm him, and I see you, you know, like, so that's crazy. And then like whenever the proctors were discussing like the more promising candidates, she was said that she's a third class mage, and when she tried to get to the second class mage exam, she straight killed a first class mage, the proctor of that, for failing her. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah. Well, when she was talking about like how her powers were, and it kind of explaining how she did, what's that dude's name with a cool jacket?
Warble.
Warble. Thank you. When she did his spell, and she was explaining like she did it by empathizing, I realized because he sat there and talked to her about like every time he killed and like how he did it and not killing her, then she understood him enough to be like, I can use your magic. I
And I
understand
love
why
that
you
too.
bind people. Like that's insane to understand people on that. It adds a new, because like obviously she's gonna be the crazy character, right? Like
Yeah.
every anime has that trope. But to put her on another level of understanding people and comprehending them properly as well, like yes.
I think it's
Yes.
interesting too, because you see in like JJK, and in like Hunter x Hunter, and how like explaining your techniques and like the intricacies of your powers and things like that can increase your power and the effectiveness of that ability and things like
Yeah.
that. And there's like, in JoJo's, it's just fun to just do long bits of exposition and whatnot. And like, it's like in certain like recent animes, it's and manga and just power systems, it's like interwoven into it. This makes it a weakness. If you tell her anything, she will then be able to use it against you. This is crazy. Like, I love it. It's really interesting.
It feels like a really cool D&D spell, or like a D&D feat. I don't know. This whole world feels
New
very
boss for
like
Cody 8.
like not even it. That's why the title is what it's called. It's not even like high fantasy. This is literally like peak fantasy. Like this is like on a whole other level of like anything I've ever like seen in anime in a very long time. I really, really, really like it.
That's what I said too when I was first watching it with Vex, is that it's really like a breath of fresh air. Especially for the fantasy genre, because like loving Berserk and stuff, I've dipped my toes into other ones, and nothing has ever caught me the way Berserk ever did. And then this came out, which is wild to me because they're polar opposites in a way. But it, it's it's so good. Like you said, it's not just high fantasy; it's peak fantasy. It makes you feel like you're in that world. The magic spells are thought out and in depth. The way, like when he's explaining in like 2 episodes ago, when he's explaining that you can't stack the shield spells on top of each other because it breaks down your reaction time using them. Like it's so well calculated. Like, oh god, thank you,
and
Vex.
like
You've given me a new obsession, by the way. Like,
I'm so happy to hear that. And then like it's like even like the detail through like just like humanity's formation and knowledge and adaptation of like Zoltrak, like the killing spell, into like frieren is specifically like the one who was responsible for turning Qual's killing spell into something that is a weapon now against demon kind. And it gives us a timeline. It tells us that was within the past 60 years, within the past 80 years for sure, but more likely in the past like 50 years because of what Lugner had said in the mansion, in Graf Granat's mansion. And then there's also like she said that we've only recently mimicked the spell of flight from demons, and it's only been within the past 40 years that humankind has been able to fly and things like that. And so we're just getting like, it's so much more rich than just like oh, this is how this works. This is like there's constantly progress being made, boundaries being pushed, and we're seeing somebody who is at the forefront of figuring out how to crack this system in the process of her cracking it. Like I can't wait for some of these like silly like spells like she called a legendary level spell like removing rust from a statue and turning grape sour and making like
Mhm.
shaved ice and stuff like that. She called that legendary level spells. I mean, that's like kind of a funny character, like a quirk of hers, like an interesting trait. But also, I think that there's something way deeper to it. And like the more and more she gets into all of the like tiny nooks and crannies of every little bit of magic in general, I think she's already probably learned all of the most cracked spells there are. And so she's just looking for like the more like random, like esoteric ones. Like
Yeah.
that's like it's so crazy because like I really honestly, if she were to like be face to face with Saray and just be offered a spell again, she'd still say no because like she said the best part about magic is like in the search for it.
Yeah.
But even if like she wasn't built like that, if she like I think she just literally has like all of the top spells. Like I don't know.
I think. See, the way I interpreted it, I do think she has all the top spells, but I think one of the reasons that she goes out and seeks this little spell is because of what her teacher told her when she was like, "Hey, plant flowers around my grave," and she said, "It's my favorite spell of all time," and it's literally just making flowers grow. So, like to her, she was fascinated by that. And then, what did she say? She said something about magic, like the meaning of magic. Oh my goodness! It
I think she
wasn't.
said her favorite part about Are you talking
Yeah,
about like back in episode 2, or are you talking about like in recent episode?
it was recent. It was like just that last episode before this one, I think.
Magic should
So
be
it's the same
about like
thing.
on the journey to find it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
like
something
it's the
like that.
same
Yeah,
thing that Denkin said. Denkin was like the
yeah, that's
greatest
it.
thing
Yeah,
about magic is in like searching for it.
yeah. Learning it. It was mm.
And that also like harkens back to Lugner, like whenever he was in the mansion like cursing geniuses. It's like that's one of those geniuses that I despise. And he's like because like the accumulated like knowledge, like the experience of accumulated knowledge is lost on them because they just get it. They just immediately just like get it and stuff like that. And I love that about Lugner, such a phenomenal villain for like the first like little bit, you know what I mean? But shout out to Grand Line Bound. We got Captain Smokey, member for 5 months, who's he said reporting for booty, guys.
We love that,
Yeah.
Smokey.
Bruh, chill. but it's
Smokey,
like
you missed us singing your praises earlier, baby. Talking about that good old detective Dill.
Oh my goodness, Detective Dill is the best. I'm about to cook for
true
the
Dill
family.
power.
Oh my goodness, what are you gonna cook? Tell our head cook what you're cooking.
You got some pork chops, brother. Some taters.
What did you
and
guys
some
have for
broccoli.
dinner tonight?
I had nachos.
My
mac and
favorite.
cheese
What
and-
kind? Oh my
Homemade.
goodness! Shout out to Phil4975 reporting for booty as well. Detective Dill is here.
Bruh.
I hear he's a big deal.
But
It's a pickle joke. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, leave a message.
Bruh. Bruh. This
Anyways,
guy's got
like
beef
and
stew
subscribe.
cooking.
Dill, how have you been feeling about frieren?
I have been really enjoying it. It goes beyond like what we were saying earlier, how it's a nice slice of life anime, high fantasy. It feels like a post level 20 D&D campaign, but it really does just really encapsulate that because you get these people around the world that are all off doing their own thing, but they're only in their like level 5s and level 6s, and then you're like, oh yeah, they're pretty strong, and then you look back at Frieren and you're like, we've never seen you even try.
For real.
I'm very excited to see how they try to end this season off and what kind of cliffhanger they're going to leave us with, because I've seen shows like this do like really happy, warm endings, and I've seen shows be all like, "Hey, we've killed our main character. Have fun waiting for the next 5 years if they're gonna be like."
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a darker cliffhanger with just how happy. Like, I don't think it's gonna go super duper dark, but like, I think we will get a darker ending.
like is
I'll
like
cry. I'll literally
is
cry,
Fern
yo.
dead? And then like it ends with like a black screen, and then it ends
Dude,
with,
that's gonna.
"Are you all right?"
Yeah.
Are you...
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
God, no, Cody, don't you put this juju on me. No, because I'm already dying not to read the manga. I've promised Vex that I would not read the manga and get caught up. And if they do that, it's gonna be so fucking hard. I'll be sitting like this for 2 years, rocking back and forth. Where's my girl?
It's just
Is she okay?
it's crazy to me, like, because like, you know, like with One Piece, like I caught up and I was like, I need more, I need to, like, and I just like I started to like you know, go from an anime only into reading the manga. And with like frieren, I don't even want to do that. I literally don't. I love watching the episodes so much.
That's how I felt about JoJo's, but then I read JoJo's, so I don't know. I've always been a really big manga guy for the last couple years. Last decade, I'd say. I really like manga over anime a lot of the time. But I have thoroughly been enjoying just watching this, and like you said, I don't want to ruin this experience while I have it, because it's something to behold.
Yeah.
Like, actually.
I'm
like,
sure it's a good read, but like it's so peak. Like how like I like literally the music, the art, and like so much more. Like there's more than just like what the panels can like. Is just like it's on like that tier where like
Yeah.
I just like I'm like I can't imagine reading this. Like I literally can't.
I don't want. I would love to stay anime only, but knowing myself, I have this urge, this ever-ending urge to know more about, like, especially if I'm enjoying something. I call myself a lore whore because like I have to know. But I'm gonna resist it as much as I can with this because I want I enjoy watching it. Like it's a whole, like you guys said, it's a whole different experience. I can imagine reading this, but at the same time, I don't think I would feel it as deeply as I do while I'm watching it.
Just devote all of that time to not reading frieren and instead to watching Naruto and getting caught up on Bleach and
I am getting
Bread.
listen. I've been reading Bleach like every night when I go to.
Nice.
I'm not reading it at the pace I normally read manga. I'm kind of taking my time with it so I can analyze it at the same time. I just finished the Kinpachi and oh my goodness, what is his name? He's one of the Arankar, or not the Arankar, the Espadas.
Espada.
Nyoi
Yeah,
Tora?
big guy, patch in his eye, hollow eye, gets stabbed through it.
Yeah, with the arms and the sides.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nyoi Tora, he's number 5.
Noyatori. Okay, yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce his name, so if I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm like, I'll just wait for.
Bro,
Cody.
I love Bleach. don't. I was like,
It was good fight, dude.
Vexyz
That fight
mentioned
was
Vexyz mentioned Spanish guitar, and I played him Clavar La Espada. Like, I love Bleach.
That's some flamenco style guitar. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's like the whole theme of like Hueco Mundo is like a ton of like flamenco style guitar.
Yeah,
I love it, dude.
Fun Straw Hat Lucas fact: when I play guitar, it's in roots of flamenco and bottleneck style guitar, because that's like my favorite like type of, like, their way of picking is just insane. But either way, no, I really did enjoy this fight though. Like the Kinpachi, I still don't know how to say his name, but like
Nyoi Tora.
that Noyatoro.
Say no e
No.
Tora.
Noitoro.
Tora.
Tora. Okay.
It's
But yeah,
like
like
noitra. Like in
when
Japanese,
Kinpachi,
it's like noitra.
Noitira.
Kind of.
Kind of?
You're
Okay,
close
I'm getting
enough.
closer. Okay. But anyway, when Kenpachi was like, you forget that a sword can be swung with 2 hands.
I have
It's just like,
that. I have that.
Kenpachi's my guy. Like,
Hell yeah, brother.
Right here. Boom. Boom. And you forget. And then here it is.
yes,
Kashoom,
sir.
and then he's swinging it with 2 hands.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I read through that fight, and now I'm at the part where they have made the false town and replaced it so that the other 13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting
Uh,
into the good. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Dire Regulus. No, I was gonna say we're streaming, but join us. Fuck it. Like that's our boy. Like
the Bill Doe Dream. It's
that's
crazy.
what I was. Dire, come back. No, yeah, dude. Yeah. So like, what is his name? Eisen has like he's just entered the area. Like that was the last chapter to see. Like it doesn't matter.
Speaking of
We're still gonna
Ison,
just
how
quit.
does the Cody 8 gang feel about him being in D&D? How did you feel when
Oh
you
my
saw him in
God.
Frieren?
Oh, dude, yes. No, I immediately, me and Reduko.
Mm.
um, when I first saw him, me and Vex were watching the episode. I think it was right after Stark had joined and stuff, and we got a small clip of Eisen, and I was like, so for sure, the one that we met in Cody 8 is supposed to be Eisen, right? And he's like, oh yeah, like 100%.
Oh yeah, it's
Bruh.
all coming
Like
together.
if we could like cook on just the heroes party really quick, like if you had to, who's your favorite? Like
Himmel.
Eisen.
my boy. I mean, honestly, I love Himmel so much, and I love Eisen so much, but
Heiter.
it's Heiter is like a really good pick as well. I think like so they did a character popularity poll for frieren, and it is so funny. This was back when like it was around episode 10 or so like during the Lugner stuff. Yeah, Dyer, if you want, you can come back in. We're talking about frieren. I don't know if you're caught up on it yet or not, but yeah, like the popularity poll, number 1 was Himmel. Number 2 was frieren, for like obviously the main character, and it's so funny because number 3 was the mimic.
Yes, real dude. Yo, shout out to Derpixon. Oh wait,
Oh my
how
God,
long have we
stop.
been streaming?
Bro,
Yo, 40
stop.
minutes. No, almost an hour, guys. I'm getting better. This is what I get for coming back to Twitch. You can tell I've been paying off.
Oh my God. This is post time skip, Cody. Like
Post time skip Cody.
No, we don't need post time skip Cody.
We do. Post time
No.
skip TLA.
Post time
This
skip
dude's-
Cody's voice line will get us demonetized immediately.
this guy's got post time skip clarity right now.
Post time skip clarity. That's good.
Dude,
I've
that
got
is
advanced
hilarious.
Arma nut hockey.
Oh my God. What a terrible day to have ears. Oh my
What a
goodness.
terrible day to have ears. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
All right. So, based off what everyone has seen in Frieren so far, and as we are all caught up, what would you have to give this show on a scale of 1 to 10? I'll go last.
Oh, bro. Y'all already know where I'm at.
Yeah,
I'll
I
go
was.
first.
Yeah, you can go.
I'm giving it a
obsessed.
solid 9.3.
Very good. What's
It's definitely in my top 10.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Go. Let's
I
go.
love that so much. Hell yeah, bro.
For me, it's a 10. It was like a 9 out of 10 after the Ara episodes, but then like everything going into the north and Ara, everything going into the north, and then like getting Zine and meeting him, and then now the test starting and like it's a 10 out of 10. Like it's so good. I'm upset I didn't catch on sooner, but at the same time, I got to binge 21 episodes of Frieren, so I can't complain.
I freaking told you. I literally told like watch it, please. Like, it's no surprise for me. I'm gonna give this like it is as close to a 10 as you can get. Like, if it's not already a 10 for me, I don't want to like just have people saying like it's my recency bias or anything like that. I actually really freaking love this show. It is in my top 3 of all time at this point. Like based off of like especially this most recent arc, it's just been so ridiculously good. Yeah, this is as close as you get to a 10, if not a solid 10 for me.
Cody.
I love the show. I love the character building, world building, the way they are able to pull emotions from me when they want to and make them hit. I like the way that the music and everything that Vex has already explained better. Like I feel so inadequate after explaining it after Vex because he's so diehard for the show, and like I think after like I've been consuming anime for so long after a multitude of manga and manga and manga, but this has evoked a feeling from me from fantasy that I've only experienced like maybe once or twice over. And even in like if we consider isekai to be a form of fantasy in that way, it would be easily in my top 5 like high fantasy ever. Probably in my top 10 favorite like anime of all time. Like,
Dope.
it's
The
crazy.
fact that it broke into all of our tops, though, of all time, is a testament to itself. 'Cause like I said, it's in my top 5 right now, and I'm only putting in the 5 right now instead of like the general 10 because of recency bias. But no matter what, it's locked in that top 10 spot for sure. Like, it's it's just a great series. You When I was first watching it, I didn't realize it was a slice of life. And for the record, I am not a fan of slice of life, which is funny to say because Steven Universe is my favorite cartoon. But nonetheless, like I'm not into it. And then
I thought
this
I
came
wasn't
along.
until I saw what's that one show with the pink-haired girl, Spy Family.
Spy Family.
Love that show. What Anya? Anya is her, dude. And I only watched that show because of the memes going around, and I was like, all right, I'm laughing. I'm gonna give this the 3-episode rule, and I'm current. Like I'm not even ashamed. Like that.
Oh, I love Spy Family. Yeah,
I get
it's amazing.
tears in my eyes sometimes, and I get so invested because I'm like, I want that relationship to work out, baby. Like, just...
Dude, me and Vex watched Gintama last night, and when this guy was explaining his problem,
Whoa, whoa. Did you just mention one of the greatest manga of all time? Gintama? Did you know that Gintama is in Nuxtaku's like favorite anime ever?
it was
would
funny.
be. Yeah,
It was funny.
It's actually hilarious. I like how Kev hopped in and just said peak in the chat and then left.
Yeah, right.
It was like that was hilarious. Like there's a lot of hilarious moments in the first 2 episodes, but that was what I'll always remember. Like, bruh.
No, Gintama's really good. I love it. There's a lot of it though, but I mean it's like One Piece.
Yeah,
You just take
it's
it
like
at your
over
own pace.
300 episodes, right? Like there's a shit ton.
I think it's more than that.
It's like
That's
over
crazy.
1,000.
No way.
No, I don't think it's that much, but it's up there. I'm googling.
If it is, then they don't have all of it on Crunchyroll. But yeah, like that wouldn't surprise me either. But like I don't know if it's that much. That's a lot.
Oh, it's 367.
I
Me-
was the closest.
You know to win? Nothing.
All right, Gene Wilder.
That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you. Right, Gene Wilder. How
But
is
no,
Gene
like-
Wilder, by the way?
Bro. I think like to get back onto frieren for a bit, it's like I don't know, like I absolutely love that like literally every single one of the heroes parties members could like have their own show, and I would watch it just with the amount of like time that was like spent like where frieren was away. There was 50 years worth of like we could have Heiter's own show, and we kind of are in like little like Zion flashbacks, and we could have like Himmel's own show, and we kind of are in Frieren's remembrance of him in certain key moments, and we could have like Eisen's entire own show, and we kind of are whenever we see like more from like Stark's like upbringing and things like that as well. But like legitimately, like the fact that frieren is the main character, it could have been any of them, and I just love this like style so much, and like the world that they've built and stuff like that. I would watch any of those shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, you just mentioned Stark and Eisen, and I just thought about that episode where with his birthday and then feeding him the big plate of meat.
The Hamburg steaks.
Yeah, the
Oh,
hamburger
bro.
steaks, and like him realizing that his brother gave it to him because he's a hero. Like, oh my god, my heart, be still. Ugh.
Yeah, when he said everybody who works hard is a warrior.
Yeah.
And this dude's just like, my brother thought I worked hard. He thought I was a warrior. Like, dude, oh my god. There's
That's
so
that shit,
many
bro.
just goated moments like that. It's insane. But I can't wait to see, like, there's some things that like I've watched through it like 5 times now, the entire show, just because when Cody started it, I watched it then Dyer picked it up. I don't know how far Dyer is into it, but I watched like another like chunk of it. Then I watched a whole bunch of it like by myself, and I watched it again by myself, and then I watched it with you, Lucas, and like I've just been constantly like peeling through this show. And there's some shit from the first couple episodes that I haven't forgotten about. Like there is you mentioned summoning magic, and it has been mentioned one time. And it was when frieren came back in the like the first episode to talk to Himmel, and she got that black dragon horn.
Who mentioned that? I'm sorry, I was listening to a voice message.
Himmel.
Himmel? No, I remember Himmel
Frieren-
giving it to.
No, frieren said, "I need that as it's a spell component for a powerful summoning spell."
Yeah.
Summon a god?
So
You think maybe?
it's the one time that summoning has ever been mentioned in this entire magical show so far.
Well, that's what makes me think that Ciri's gonna summon something
like a calamity,
very, very bad,
yeah.
like calamity, and maybe she needs that black horn, and frieren has it so that she can't.
Yeah, and they mentioned that dragon, that type of dragon, went extinct like at least 50 years ago. And what's even crazier is that it also mentions that Sere, with the new Magic Federation or whatever, came to power about 50 years ago.
Yeah,
dude, holy shit. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think frieren has that, now that you say that, to kind of put a thorn in her side, because frieren don't like that chick, don't like her. You can tell.
Bro, I would like want to get like One Piece levels of like theory cooking on this show so bad right now. I just don't know if y'all want to really bust out the tinfoil like hats, you know what I mean? But like, shit, I love this show so much.
Cook.
I think that I need to know, like, what I'm thinking is more of the thing is that like frieren is only a part of it, and I think that another part of it is obviously going to be Croft, because he is supposedly a warrior who saved the world, the entire world. Him and the guy who looks like, you know, goatee priest like Zine, they're supposedly like people who like fought to save the entire world so long ago that every single person alive today forgot about it. And it's so obscure that even 1,000-year-old main character has no idea who they are, which is crazy. Like, so like we have no idea how old this guy could be, but if he had fought off like the real calamity, and maybe it was sealed, like, you know, he couldn't defeat it back then, and he's been training this whole time, or like just like gatekeeping, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's not just
gatekeep, girl boss, gaslight.
I was like, yeah, not in that order though. But what if it's not just like I do think that the the black dragon horn probably has something to do with it, like, because this is a powerful summoning spell. But I think that also something to do with Croft, and his significance, I think, is like extremely tied to that as well. And especially with frieren, Croft, and Sere being the only elves we've seen in verse. And specifically, the Demon King had given an order to that general that burned down Frieren's town, kill all of the elves. So he knew there was some significance behind the elves as well. So like it's so crazy to me to be like, what are they cooking? And like, I have no idea how long it's gonna be before we get a season 2, but I hope that we get it like immediately at the start of 2025. Yeah, like
we haven't
January 1st, right there.
Have we
6
seen
more
a
episodes is not
goblin?
enough.
A goblin?
Have we seen any
No, I
goblins
don't.
No,
yet?
No, we
not
have
yet.
not.
That's crazy. We're in this fantasy world with dwarves and elves and magic. No
And we
goblins.
still haven't seen them.
No
Oh, those are
slimes.
going to be big.
We even have a mimic too. Like, I wonder what's up with that.
I think it might be just because like they haven't been traveling through a lot of mountainous areas, and like normally like orcs and goblins in high fantasy are typically tied to those areas, especially not like winter type of areas like the northern lands that they've been traveling so far. And that's where the hero's journey was as well. So a lot of the flashbacks that we see are going to be from this exact same terrain. Maybe because they do mention the south a few times as well. So I mean, the world is a lot bigger than what we're seeing so far. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is an interesting question as well. We haven't seen those, and I'm sure they exist in this world. You know,
Like slimes and like all sorts of like other basic monsters. It seems like this is like a very, very peaceful time. I'm wondering what the time of the demons like influence Demon King when he was ruling, what that time was like, or if he were to be brought back, what would a time like that happen? What happens if Sari commits an eclipse or something? I don't know.
oh god.
Well, from what we saw last episode, whatever Sarah can do, frieren can dispel.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying
it
though.
took
Like,
her.
what if she summons the goddess?
Ooh.
That's
All it took was
insane.
her understanding it.
Yeah, she did have to take like it was like 2 days for her to like calculate like the barrier and whatnot. But as soon as she was done, she was like, "All right, dope, I'm done now. Like I could do this."
Done.
Yo, Will gets it. What up, Will? Yeah, that's right. A dead goblin is a dead goblin. Ayo.
That's
Bruh.
right.
Bruh.
No, because we saw like lichens and stuff like that.
Rest in peace, Gobo Tone. Cody 8 represent.
Represent Cody 8 the Ocho.
You guys burnt that bar down.
Wait, did we actually see werewolves? Am I tripping?
Lichens, not lycanthropes.
Oh,
Like so, like
okay.
like anamorphized, anamorphized wolves.
They
Like
got that dog
in
in them.
the in the little town with the little mayor that cursed a lot, and Stark was like, "You have a foul mouth."
Yeah,
Where
you're
the
right.
sword was. Yeah.
Those are like dire wolves. Shout out to dire.
Yeah, but they were
Dire.
walking. Yeah, I was gonna say dire wolves, but they walked on hind legs. At least like the alpha one did.
Yeah.
I'm an alpha.
So yeah, this is now a alpha male podcast.
But the Sigma Giga Chads only. Like
Yeah, Sigga chats only. Let's talk about radical feminism.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sounds like we're gonna change topics, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Jill, what did you want to say?
I want to say that I think that frieren only showing bits and pieces of what couldn't even be considered her full power is still one of the greatest writing aspects, because you keep on wanting to be like, well, what's she gonna do next?
Yeah. Her
And that's
destroying that
another-
barrier was insane, dude. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
visuals
like-
of that.
Bro, it was crazy.
It was stunning. Yeah, it was honestly like crazy, dude. It was. I rewatched. That's part of the reason why I rewatched that episode so many times. But I also just really like that, like Fern and Stark and like other characters that are less knowledgeable. They serve so much more of a purpose than just being like a surrogate of the audience. Like
Yeah.
it's not just like, oh, this is a character who's only here so that you know can understand all of this crazy esoteric stuff that wouldn't make sense to you, because now the MC has to explain it all and things like that, because frieren plays her cards really close to her chest. Like they do a good job in like showing and not telling in so many different like instances and things like that, that like you actually have time now for these characters to have meaningful interactions outside of just like, let me explain what's going on to you, and that's the whole scene. You know what I mean? Like, and I love that about this show.
Bex, you love this show. I was
I
gonna like
really do.
you are
I
going
really
into it,
do.
brother, and I love it. I love hearing you like the
He's been
excitement in
waiting.
your voice. He's been waiting for so long, and it's just so beautiful to have these like
Enough
just
time has
moments with you.
passed.
Enough time has passed.
It's just like I literally have not had like this kind of experience from a show. Like I was really into like the world and most of the story that we were getting in like Mushoku Tensei, and I know it's controversial and shit like that. I mean, I get it, but it's still freaking great. It's an amazing show. It like although I don't agree with everything that it's done, I think that it has done a lot of things extremely well. It's really really high up there as far as like the way that anime have been made. I haven't read it myself, but as far as an anime goes, it is insanely good. And I almost immediately was like, okay, this is like gonna be like one of those kind of shows, like on that par with the. And then like within 4 episodes, I was like, no, it's better. It's like I was on the fence at first. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna beat this because I just saw some pretty peak stuff, from that season 2. I'm gonna be completely real. As far as the season 1 goes, this is probably one of my absolute favorite season 1s that I might have ever seen.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet, and that's the best part. Is like I'm this giddy over this show, and it's like literally not even done yet, and like I don't know, just the quality and the consistency of all of the different things that they're pulling off, and it's pretty ambitious things as well. Like some of these like bits of animation and like the less focus on CGI and like more natural artwork and things like that, and like all of the nuanced storytellings and things like that. This isn't something that you just see every single show doing, and especially not doing well. And like the fact that they have like knocked it out of the park in like literally every single episode, not a single wasted moment in my opinion. Everything like serves a purpose to make something else in the future or in the past more impactful in ways that I just can't get over. It's so good.
It is, man. It's
Can
like I
we
said, I
speak
really love.
on the
Oh yeah,
the
good.
Luffy coated frieren that we got this episode?
Plate full of meat.
Dude,
That girl loves
She
her
She
Plate full
sat
of
meat.
down with a plate of 50 steaks and said, "Yes, this is the only thing I want." And the flashback showed her doing the exact same thing with the heroes party.
bro, I freaking love her so much. Like I don't know if I love her as
She
much
is
as Cody does, but but
she is one of the best written female protagonists, though. I will say that.
I just also like I'm a person who was emotionally stunted by a lot of shit that I'm not going to go into right now, and like I became kind of like like dissociated with like a lot of like the way that other people process things. And so her having the journey from being very stoic and being like very like non-responsive to other people's like social cues and like things like that, and just being awkward and not
Yeah.
understanding, to
We'll
her
stay here
becoming
for
more
10
expressive.
decades.
Bro, yeah, I love her
Yeah.
character traits. Her traits are amazing as well, but like the fact that we've gotten to see her grow more expressive and grow more tentative and more considerate and more aware of like the humanity of the individuals around her that she did not have the wherewithal to be aware of and be like so considerate of with her previous party, and the
Yeah.
remorse that she carries for that, but she doesn't like harbor on it, and she lets herself develop. It's just, dude, it's so perfect. I love it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm gabbing right now.
No,
Nah,
no, it's
man.
okay.
It's a good. I love hearing your passions, and it's like it's on a whole other level when you get to spit about something you love and when you've been waiting to do it for a long time. And I wanted to thank you for getting us into it and letting us share this experience with you. It's truly been a journey and a blessing. And thank you again.
Nah,
I
thank y'all. Cause
1000% agree.
like honestly, it's been so fun. Like watching it by myself, I was like just like literally, like I said, like screaming into a void. And then getting to like watch it with all of you guys it's just like, especially tonight, like when we watch like the brand new episode on the day it dropped, like before his stream and stuff like that. On Cloud9. Also, I got a new washer and dryer, and that's just a great feeling.
Dude, that's such a good feeling. I remember when we got ours here, and I was like, "Fuck yes!" I actually
Dude.
messaged the lounge and was like, "Guys, look at my sweet ass new washer and dryer."
Speaking of great feelings, oh, you go first, Vex.
I just want to say, I am blind. Everybody, in case you don't know that, I am super blind. I'm blind as a bat. My dryer has a freaking light inside of it. That's amazing. I'm sorry. We were working with like a fossil. Like this thing was like 20 something years old. This is peak. This is huge, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dude,
Cody.
speaking of peak, speaking of huge, I finally beat God of War's Ragnarok's Valhalla DLC. And
Nice.
oh
Let's
my
go,
god, I
bro.
cried.
Let's
That
go, baby.
was magical. That was such an ending. I don't think we're ever getting another God of War game, but that was a 10 out of 10 send off. Just wanted to shout that out. That was really fun. Yeah, that was something that I did peak. Looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out soon. Anyone else looking out for anything else coming out soon? I'm gonna be starting Mashal here pretty soon, I think.
Oh damn.
Mashal?
Yeah,
It's like a muscle.
that?
It's like a muscle magic. Like it's a comedy, but it's also got fights and stuff like that. From what I've heard, it's fucking hilarious. Apparently.
Tekken 101 recommended it back in the day, and I liked the manga, and then I heard it might be getting an anime, and I just like haven't hopped on that. But I hear it's getting really, really good, so I'm gonna do it.
Apparently, the ending theme is also just a bop. I don't know. I haven't seen it. My old roommate is like obsessed with it though. He read the manga before the anime ever came out, and then when we heard about the anime, he was super hyped. So I've heard it's good. I have not ever checked it out. I'm not like a really fight, centric kind of guy, but if it's got like comedy elements and stuff like that, I will check it out. I was just wanting the season to finish before I get into it because I can only be week to week on so many things. You know what I mean?
I hear that. What else is everyone else watching?
I'm watching Evangelion still, and I'm watching Berserk 97 now. And oh my god, like I said at the beginning of the episode, they were on that hill, bro. Started just sobbing.
Just
I couldn't
like
help it.
looking at each other's swords.
Yeah, looking at each other's swords,
Bruh.
guts
Okay,
bit to tip, like
They're hard metal.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted
Guys.
to say I watched season 1 of the new Percy Jackson show, and it's
Ooh,
amazing. I love
really?
it.
What's Percy
As a
Jackson about?
so Greek gods had a demigod. Demigod is one of the cursed children, like one of the main threes. Can't have children, type deal. And he doesn't end up learning about it until right at the time that the world's starting to fall apart for him. It's really good. Fell in love with the book series as a child. Movies didn't really do it too much justice, but they did a live action of it, and it's really good. I could really feel him having Rick Riordan, the author of them, having a hands-on approach with the creative process of it.
Yeah, I got to meet that guy in middle school. He came to my middle school.
That's really
Pretty
cool.
cool.
I wanted to. I always wanted there to be a live action adaptation of that Egyptian series he did with the Egyptian demigod
Yeah.
children.
The Kane Chronicles, I loved all of them.
I never got into them. I think I was already in high school and stuff when they came out.
Books, what are those?
I know I was
Ooh.
reading. I was reading different kinds of books. I was
Romeo,
reading, like, the classics and shit. No,
It's
like the
I was too
Odyssey, the
Sigma at
Iliad,
that point. Yeah, no.
like
Dude,
The
the
Hunchback of
Odyssey
Notre
and the
Dame, like,
Iliad.
classic
Speaking
shit.
of the Odyssey, let's talk about our modern day Odyssey. I want to spit some One Piece theories with y'all.
Let's go.
Hey, what One Piece? Is this a One Piece channel? Like that's crazy.
We've been
That's
cooking up
crazy.
Frieren for like an hour 20, man. Can we? I gotta get some One Piece out, man.
Oh yeah, get some One Piece out, baby.
Okay, what do we think Blackbeard's doing? What's up with Blackbeard?
Dude, I think he's gonna. I'm with Chestnut on this. I think he's showing up to Egghead.
I
And
thought you
he's
said he
gonna
was gonna
take out.
shit. I'm sorry.
And he's
I
gonna.
just did.
He's gonna squat over Saturn and just Cleveland steamer the place.
Dude, stop.
But no, I think he's gonna show up
And
to Egghead, and I
demonetized.
think he's gonna take out Saturn, and then show up to the world government and be like, "Yo, Luffy killed Saturn." What are we gonna do, guys? I'm part of this too. Like, he's gonna use him to his advantage. He's not actually gonna cry, but you know Blackbeard. He's playing 4D chess with everyone. He's gonna show up there and be like, I tried to stop Straw Hat. Show me recognition as a ruler and get Hachinoso like there.
He's gonna be like, I'm a victim in this too, guys. Like,
Yeah, I'm a victim as well. Hello, fellow teenagers. Like,
I think he's gonna
That's
take Saturn's fruit.
hilarious.
I'm wanting that to happen. I don't want to speak on it and then it'd be wrong, but I feel it, dude. Something about it, like the way it's shaped, the way Saturn's body fits into the like ability as well. It's perfect for Blackbeard.
It's
It is
just
perfect
like
for
seeing that
Blackbeard.
body type, seeing that like the power to regenerate would be so good for Blackbeard because it's like, oh, I feel double pain. Doesn't matter. I'm it's back.
Yeah.
Like, it would be.
And
really
he doesn't
cool.
have a zone.
That is true.
Maybe.
That's interesting, or that we know of.
Yeah, that we know
Ooh.
of.
Oh, but no, yeah, I think I could see it happening. I personally think that there's no way that he would actively know that Saturn is here right now until he shows up. Whatever reason he has to show up is something different, I think.
Unless Hattori is Lafitte.
All right.
I just saw Tekking
Cool
uploaded a
thought.
video about Hattori, and I'm so scared to watch it.
I mean, I love the theory. I don't believe in the theory. You know what I mean? But I love it.
Dill is betrayed. Dill is betrayed right now.
Bruh.
So
But
I
no,
have
like,
to find it. Hold on, just give me a second and watch casually, you know.
My wife
Betrayed me.
bro. I would say what? Like, bro, no, but no, it's like the thing is like legitimately, like I don't see any way that Blackbeard has any foreknowledge on like who's on Egghead at all, except for Vegapunk. He doesn't know Straw Hat's there because he didn't know Law was gonna be the one who he literally said that in the panels, like it could have been any one of you, who was leaving Wano.
When he saw when he went to the Kuja Island Pirates Island though, right? And he went to go take Boa Hancock's fruit and he encountered Seraphim Mihawk. He said Pacifista. Maybe he has an inkling of knowing that Vegapunk has made those into Pacifista, and maybe he wants those other green-blooded devil fruits, or just wants the green blood for himself to see what he could do with that.
Yeah, and like he wanted Boa's fruit, and if they're making warlords, like with devil, like I mean, he can assume that there's just like a little like I don't know if he would know, but he would be able to interrogate Kube, like because he had him for such a long period of time. But regardless, I don't see any way of him knowing Saturn is at Egghead right now. The only person he knows is at Egghead right now is Vegapunk. So it has to be tied to that. And the way that I see it, I could be wrong. I might be wrong, but that's just like my logic in that.
He is an opportunist, but I think it's like the big conflict or the bite in the like, man, this arc's gonna leave like for a desire to be more, is that like Luffy is going to be dragged off the island wanting to finish a conflict with that foe, and he can't, and someone else is going to result it for him and framing it against him. And that's how Morgans is going to post it, kind of like how Lucas said. That's how I think that world that shocks. Because it's going to be like on this day, the Straw Hats had to retreat. Because, like, we got Dory and Broggy there right now. Who saw this coming? Who did?
We need the Sabaody
No one.
parallel. Hold on. Whoa. We did. The Sabaody parallel is Rayleigh and Kuma as Dory and Broggy.
I mean, we literally had Rayleigh in this arc as well. It's just everyone forgot he was a part of it. I'm sorry.
Are you talking about when Lucia got destroyed and the ripples went through the world?
No, I'm talking about like whenever Blackbeard showed up to Amazon.
Oh,
Lily,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like he
You're right.
literally like sweated him out. He's just like, "Yo, what are you gonna do?"
Yeah.
I don't like
Something,
you.
and yeah, like we literally got Rayleigh in this arc, peak arc.
That's
instantly.
what Rayleigh
Like,
said. He said, "Hey, Whitebeard's apprentice. I know it might seem childish of me, but I don't really like you."
I don't really like you.
bro. I need more from Ray.
If Blackbeard
I
is a
need it.
Buccaneer, let me tell you, I called that in like my observation. My observation hockey is on Charlie level. Like,
You were looking into the crystal ball and you got it, babe.
dude,
Yeah, I think that's how we
got
met. Was
it.
talking about Blackbeard.
Got it. But no, yeah, like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Blackbeard is. Cody talks about Blackbeard a lot. Like I don't know if you guys know this, but oh my goodness.
That's his goat, dude. But no, I did. He's scheming something, and someone's on that island from the Blackbeard Pirates. We don't know exactly how long ago the Garp Kobe situation happened on Hachinosu. So,
But
like, we don't know.
like we also knew that G14 was close to Egghead. That was like something else that like even Helmeppo was like, let's bring the Seraphim. I'm like, dang dog. Could you imagine if they lost the Seraphim and Garp when they that would have been crazy.
That's like the main reason why I think that Blackbeard would be wanting to see Vegapunk is to, and I've spoke on this a lot, is that like not only would it bolster his forces for him to take the Seraphim, but it would weaken the world government, which is that's just genius. And you know,
Yeah.
that seems like
Well, there's a
Blackbeard
chance he
plan.
could get York.
Oh my
or
goodness.
Edison or someone like that.
I think I pieced
hope
it
York
together.
dies. I hope she dies.
Luffy's not going to Elbaf because I think he's gonna go to Hachinosu.
Just saying,
I literally said that like a week ago. I was like,
Hold- I will be right back, everyone. Give me 1 second.
No,
You're good,
bro.
good.
We'll hold it down. But no, yeah, like I think it was Mr. Bushido was saying that we're not going to Elbaf directly next. We're going to G14, and I was just like, I mean, I don't know about that, but like I can absolutely see us detouring. If we do detour, I see us going to Hachinosu, if anywhere.
Yeah.
I want to go to Elbaf, but like a lot of people are like doubting that right now, and I think that's crazy. I don't want to talk about it, but
Luffy will try to be diplomatic at all with Blackbeard at first? Or do you think he go because he's a Yonko now? I think Robin would stop him and be like, yo, you're a Yonko now. You can't just go in there and start fighting. You have to try to discuss things with him first because you're both Yonkos. Or do you think it's going to go in there all out war? They try to get Garp back if they go to Hachinosu.
I think
it might
Luffy's
be
gonna
on
lose
that
his
war.
cool and he's gonna take Zoro, and we're gonna have like in a way, Whole Cake Island. We had to split the crew up to, you know, further other goals. Usopp, Nami, like Sanji and all of them will have to help everyone on Elbaf get set up on Elbaf and rally with Shanks and meet all of them, and we'll get the Usopp Yasopp thing off screen. Unfortunately, not actually, like obviously not, but you know what I mean. Like it's just gonna be put off into the background while Luffy goes off and does his other thing. Because I think of Oda's message, like I don't know if I can control Luffy. Like, is it that island? That's my theory, though.
Yeah, he's definitely playing with us a little bit. I don't know. I still see us going to Elbaf. I still
I
see
think
us
we're
going
going
to Elbaf.
there, but I think we'll make a detour first, is the way that I see it.
Yeah. To Hachinosu.
Zoro, we have a goal.
Yeah.
My grandpa's got.
I don't think it'd be Zoro though. If I'm being honest, I don't think it'd be Zoro he has to retrieve. I think it would be somebody else. I don't think it'd be Robin again either.
Well, do you
I don't
remember?
think
It
it's
was
either
him
again.
and Zoro that said it's not a he, it's a they. Like if he was like Zoro, it's
Yeah.
Blackbeard. Like if we're gonna go there to fight
I
Blackbeard,
mean,
like
you want to get like into some super headcanon? This is some shit I just thought about. Like, what if like Big Mom surfaces again, and she is just such a problem that Teach can't handle her, and he needs Nami to combat her because she has like one of Big Mom's like homies, and like I don't know, like because like I mean everything comes back to Thriller Bark, and part of Thriller Bark was in that series of everything being released was Strong World. And in the movie Strong World, Nami gets captured because she has a gift. Because, like, and so I mean, like, I don't want to go too deep into it because Lucas still needs to watch it. But I mean, yeah, Robin's obviously the easy case for people to be getting kidnapped. But I mean, Blackbeard Pirates have Pudding right now, so I don't think they actually they don't need Robin. Yeah, so I mean, like maybe
I think
like
Blackbeard can read the Poneglyphs.
I had this other
really
theory. what if Pudding pulls out Garp's memories so that Blackbeard can find the corpse to use for Rox D. Zebek, and then like we get another God Valley flashback from Garp's POV.
Bruh.
And then Garps
That'd be a
becomes Rox.
reason. Oh my god, stop. That'd be a reason to keep Garp alive, like for sure, which I'm positive he's still alive right now.
There's like another like
There's
whole
no way.
theory I had. What?
There's no way Garp is just like toast, like absolute toast. Like he's being kept alive for sure because he's too valuable. Like as like the whole reason he had Kube was like to hoist it over like the world government's head because as the hero of the Marines. That
Yeah,
is
he
like a
thought he could
recent
use him as
hero.
leverage.
Yeah, this is the hero of them. This is him. This is capital H,
Timothy.
capital I, capital like this is him, y'all.
John Himcock, like
Whoa.
Pause. No, yeah. If we do a detour, it would be for Luffy to go get Garp. Because if he was gonna go get Ace, there ain't no stopping him from going to get Garp. Garp is his grandfather. Like, and even though they are from different classes, like they love each other. Like Garp said, it's different when it's family.
Pirates
and
can
you know
do
who
whatever
else
they
would show
want.
up?
Pirates are free to choose
Yeah.
whatever they want to do. That's their freedom.
Mm-hmm. And you know who else would show up though, right? His third grandson, Sabo. So this time he gets to do it with his brother. Like, come on.
I don't think that's
I
gonna
don't
happen,
think so.
honestly. Yeah, I think that's a reach.
You don't think Sabo would show up?
No.
I think Sabo would show up.
Not for Garp.
I don't think he would at all. Garp.
I think
Garp
he's
was
probably
like,
cackling.
You think he
Sabo's
wouldn't show up for Luffy?
Oh, he'd show up
I
for
mean,
Luffy, but I mean that's not
that's
the
different,
case we're
though.
making.
No, but that so the thing is like Hachinosu is Hachinosu, and Garp is Garp, and Luffy is Luffy, and those are probably two of the only individuals on the planet other than Blackbeard himself who already did this to just walk up into that house and just be like, "What's up? I got a problem. Like, let's fight." Sabo's too calculated. Sabo is too smart to do like that kind of stuff. Like, in my opinion.
Yeah. JJ, yeah, I have not seen Strong World. I haven't seen a couple of the One Piece movies. Actually, the majority of the One Piece movies I have not seen.
Bruh.
Can I throw something into y'all's new headcanon?
Of course, Dill. That's why you're here, baby.
What if the first time we see Dragon move, he pulls up to save Garp? To get Garp to be captured by the Revolutionary Army, but not really captured.
Holy
That would blow my mind. I mean, it is his dad.
No. Do you know how
Holy
much
smokes.
slander this man would get if that's the first move he makes in this story?
Yeah, but it's his
But
dad,
like the
dude.
impact,
It's
dude, I would
saving
cry.
family. For family, it's different.
Yeah, the
And
impact.
he would throw that in Garp's face because it would be like, yo, you couldn't move and make this move, but I'm gonna show you why you should have been able to. Like, oh.
No,
maybe whatever happened on God Valley. Listen, hear me out. Maybe on God Valley, Garp saved Dragon, and then they split up right after God Valley. And the only time he'd seen him again is when he dropped Luffy off on his doorstep. So now Dragon's coming back and being like, "This is the one I owe you," like, because the Monkey Clan does not fuck around with IOUs. Like,
no, I'm gonna be
this is
completely
happening
real.
now.
Y'all,
This is my
y'all are
canon now.
wanting this man. Y'all are wanting this man to get slandered because the fan base is volatile.
He's already
about this
getting
dude.
slander. Yeah,
No, but
he's
the
already
amount-
getting slander. Ain't much
the
changing.
amount- bro. I'm just saying.
Call this man Read On. Dragon D Read On.
Stop, bro. Oh
Dude.
my god.
Still wearing that as a badge of honor.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
God.
Japanese police with speaking of that, yeah, how did you guys feel about the leak scandal event thing that's been going on over on Twitter and in the TikTok sphere
I mean,
and anime news?
It sucks they got arrested, man, but in all honesty, it's for the better for the community if we could all consolidate to the officials. I know it's not going to happen at the moment, but like I think we'll get there eventually. And it's just
I
a
hope
step
so.
towards that, which Yeah, so do I, dude. Because if we're all getting the chapter on Sunday, then we're all cooking together on Sunday. Call it the TLA cook-off. Like it's gonna be
No, but like
spicy.
it's
Like,
also like it's a nightmare trying to coordinate with individuals. There's 10 of us, 10 deep, and some of us read spoilers. I don't, and some of us, read the scans, and then there's creators that we try to collaborate with who are on officials only. And some of our fans, are used to cooking with us and like off of like TCB or like something so the thing is like this Saturday, tomorrow, we're having King Recon on, and normally King Recon reacts a little bit later than most individuals to the chapters and things like that, because I don't think he always waits for like the officials or anything like that, but he did a very 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 early reaction to this last chapter. He did one to the previous chapter as well, but we wouldn't be able to cook with like that creator if it's just it definitely makes things a little bit and like as far as just like feeling free to be on the internet whenever like these things are circulating and stuff like that. I think that you shouldn't have to go through this whole song and dance to mute like all of your notifications on like this platform and this website, and hide from these Discord servers and block these channels and like all of this. It's just like it's so much more than it was whenever I first got in the community. I haven't been in the community for that long, but it's like it feels like so much work. And yeah, like Lucas was saying on before and like now, it would lead to a more unified community. I know we're not going to be done with spoilers in general, but I just think that like I would love for us to just go to officials only, honestly.
Yeah. I always post
So
a
I'm
news
all
queue
for it.
after officials come out. I always post a news queue after the officials came out for that reason, because I didn't want to spoil anyone that hadn't read the officials yet. Um, I don't know. I think it's the right thing to do. Like if you're gonna cover it and like talk about it in a live stream format, or on TikTok where it's only a minute video and you're just squeezing your thoughts in there real quick, not being able to get into full detail information and stuff, like it's not that big a deal before officials. But at the same time, like I said before, if we can get to unified, the community experiences it together. Like I would love to see a day where all of TLA jumps on a call and reads the new One Piece chapter all at the same time, because like officials just dropped or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the streams that I first came in on as well. It's like, just like I don't know, but it's like it's just it's become too chaotic, and like it used to be, this part of the week, and then there was like everything with like different scanlation companies trying to compete and trying to, do all of this and do all that, and it was just like it became so hectic that we never knew if we were gonna get like a chapter, like a shitty version of it on like a Tuesday, or like if we're gonna have to wait until like Thursday, and you'd never really know. Like I think it'd be better if we just pushed it all towards like something more unified.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I
Especially
love
when
your
they've made
stance
it.
on like JJK. Like honestly, like with you going to officials only, Cody, I love that. I like I said in the Discord,
I'm
I
doing
would
it with One
immediately go
Piece as
to
well too.
yeah, I would immediately go to officials only for One Piece if my favorite reaction, like content creator didn't read like the TCB versions. Like if he like literally said right now, like making the switch, I would immediately be like official only. But I just there's too many goats in the chat, and I said it earlier, like I would be like super lost without like those vibes. But
I
if
get
if
that.
my if my number one creator just decided right now to go to officials only, I'd be right there in a heartbeat without any second thought whatsoever. So
You hear what he's saying, Dad?
I gotta start becoming his favorite creator. That's what he's saying.
Bruh.
But I mean, like, it's so much more accessible than it was back in the day. I mean, the first 3 chapters are always free on like Shonen Jump even. Like manga is so much more accessible these days, like for
Dude,
official use and everything. And like the Shonen Jump app doesn't even cost that much a month to have. Like I was really flabbergasted to see like all the choice of manga and everything on there. So shout out Shonen Jump, we love them.
That's actually what I was gonna say. I didn't mean to try to interrupt you with it, but yeah, dude, like it doesn't even cost that much. I think it's like $2.99 for the subscription. Like I said, there's a huge selection. Does it have everything on there? No. Like you're not gonna find any scenons on there or really too many isekais or anything like that. Like, but it's got a good selection. I found a couple new series that I would never have heard of unless I had that app. Like Candy Flurry, that's a good one. If you like One Piece's power system, you can probably get into it. Wild Strawberries, like that one fucking slaps, dude. It's
And
so good.
Speaking of new series to get into, how did we all feel about Dawn to Dawn? We got through the first arc?
The first
20,
3 or 4 arcs.
3.
yeah, 27 chapters. Yeah, that
How
shit's
did we
out of
all feel
pocket.
about that? That was crazy. I
I-
did not expect it to be that lewd.
Dude, I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love Dawn to Dawn.
That
Like,
was
it is
crazy.
It is my favorite current anime at the moment, or manga at the moment.
Dude,
Like
are you excited for the anime?
insanely, man. So especially since Zoro's voice actor is doing all of now, I can say this, and you know what I'm talking about, the Serpos, the aliens. Like Zoro's voice actor is doing all their voices. Turbo Granny is Mayumi Tanaka, Luffy's voice actress. Like it's gonna slap.
Zoro is the aliens.
Yeah, that's where in the soundboards for TLA, when I click on banana, that's Zoro.
No,
Yeah, dude.
no.
Banana.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you've broken Cody. Man, I really like it. It's just like, it's so out of pocket. It's so much.
It calms down on it. I think they did that at first to try to like draw in the readers from Chainsaw Man and stuff. Because people will compare it to Chainsaw Man. I'm like, they must not have read past that first like couple chapters. I wouldn't say couple, like that first 20 chapters. You know what I mean? Like that start to it, like because it develops so much fucking more, man.
I hope so. I had a really fun time reading it with y'all on stream for our
Yeah,
members.
I definitely
only.
had fun.
Yes.
But like this is definitely not something that I would read on my own. But like I'm down to vibe with you guys. But like from what I've seen so far, I don't know if I would continue reading myself. But because it's like you guys, you know, I'm obviously like down with it. That's just my 2 cents on it. It's funny, but like for me specifically, I don't know if this is like, and like I'm more of an anime. I don't know if this is an anime I would finish watching after like the 3-episode test. I really don't know if it is, honestly, but I trust you, Lucas.
I trust your
And
opinion so much. That's why I kept pushing through it. Because like normally, I don't think I would have been able to get through that first arc. Like after I'd be like, oh my god, this Turbo Granny's not gone yet. Oh my god, she's still here. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Like I was like, okay, all right, you're really fast.
Yeah, she literally becomes just to give you that, she's like Puck in the later half of Berserk. She becomes a comic relief character.
We love that for Turbo Granny.
Yeah. But it does, like the story develops a lot. I don't want to spoil anything, but you just got into where the story really starts kicking off and like having more depth to it. Because right now it's just about like the aliens wanting this and trying to get his balls back, which he still only has one ball.
Yeah,
Dude,
can't forget that.
Yep. That is the
can't
whole goal
forget
of the
that.
series. The art, yeah. Dow in the chat said the art is amazing. Yeah, Tatsu's art is just phenomenal. And it only gets better as you
Tatsu.
read it. Tatsu. Good old
I'm
Tatsu.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to do it. Oh my god. But yeah,
But
I like I want to see where it goes. Like I'm curious because I trust your opinion, but like I wouldn't be curious if you had not recommended to me. I'm just gonna be completely
Well, and it's
honest.
also recommended by Ornata Dan, and I mean, like, I trust Dan's opinion very, very much. Like, you know, not
Yeah,
to,
but
you
if
know,
this wasn't something if I just stumbled upon this, there's no way I'd still be reading it. But
Listen,
that's
man,
that's how much I love you, Lucas. Is
you
I'm
cooked with Dastard for like a hot minute about Ancient Magus Bride. Like, you gotta trust his opinion too, man. He
oh,
said that it was
absolutely.
peak. Shout out to
Yeah,
Dastard
and
Dan, Cody 8 what this D&D campaign.
bruh. But no, that's a
Down.
huge
Yeah,
part
it
of it
does. It
as
gets
well.
addicting fast.
That's a
Uh,
huge part of it as well, is that Dan recommended it also, and like it's just like I said, if I stumbled upon this by myself, ain't no way. Like ain't no way I'm gonna keep reading it. But I'm here for it now, like and if Lucas says it gets more developed, I'm excited for it. You know what I mean?
it does. Yeah, like it does, dude. It's insane how. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're getting into the spicy stuff. When we do our next members only stream. Like,
When is
yeah,
that?
I'm ready for another Sunday.
Oh.
Reading Dawn to Dawn on Sundays. Sensual Sundays with
Hey,
readings by
whoa.
Cody.
Whoa.
That is not the title of it.
I showed up a little bit late to the last one. I can try to be there if we're doing it on Sunday. I'm pretty busy on Sundays, like but I'll try to make sure I'm there if we're
It
doing
is
it
the
again.
most holy of days. Shout out to Eric.
It's the most holy. Aaron.
Oh
You guys
my
clout holy,
god.
right?
This guy
Oh my
just
god.
said-
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
god.
What?
Nothing. But
How long did you spend trying to get her back as a kid, Cody?
Leave me alone. I didn't play 7 as a kid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I never played 7 as a kid. Fun fact, I got in playing Dirge of Cerberus on my PlayStation 2, and then I played Crisis Core on my PSP.
Nice.
Then I watched Advent
I
Children.
I played OG
Advent
and I
Children's
played
good.
yeah, I played a little bit of Crisis Core. Never played Dirge. It looked kind of too edgy for me, but I mean, I love Vincent. Great character.
Well, I also played Shadow the Hedgehog, so I was already edgy.
So yeah.
Did the child get shot in Dirge of Cerberus? Like it
Oh
did in
my-
Shadow the Hedgehog?
That's
Oh
Sonic
my
Adventure Metal 2.
Oh, that is Sonic Adventure, yeah. Oh.
Sonic
What
Hey,
a
Adventure
you're
2 Battle.
what a crazy thing to say on stream, Lucas.
I know, right? Like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Are you
If you
guys
went
looking
crazier,
forward to
watch
that
the members only.
movie?
Oh
Are you
my
guys looking
God.
forward to the movie of Sonic 3? They're gonna have Shadow.
Yes.
Oh my
Dude, they're
goodness.
I'm
also
not gonna lie. Like Tree is a huge fan, and I know he's like hype about it and stuff like that. But like Cole's TikToks have also been getting me pretty hype about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, but they
Yeah.
got the people Crush 40 to be playing Live and Learn. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
oh
Dude, and they're making a Knuckles series as well.
yeah,
that comes
6
out in April
episode
before the movie.
series, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm super hyped, bro.
And we're also getting Sonic X Shadow pause Generations. So it's like Sonic Generations is probably one of my favorite Sonic games because it's like a collection of all of the best Sonic levels mismatched in like 2D and 3D with like classic Sonic feel and like modern Sonic feel, and now for some reason Shadow's gonna be there and it looks really sick, and like there was no other way to play it on your like next gen console, so I'm really excited to see like if this is just like the same game with like new shadow levels or if it's a whole new storyline and what this means, because I really like those collection. I really like that game. I really love Sonic Generations and I'm excited. And like I said, I did play Shadow the Hedgehog growing up, so what comes up must come down. If my feet don't touch the ground, I'll save the world spinning
Give my
upside
boy
down.
a gun again.
Yeah, makes Shadow great again. Sonic Heroes. Did you guys ever play Sonic Heroes as a kid?
Wait, when were the
did.
Marines ever great?
Bro. Yeah,
I did not.
I played Heroes
Oh,
was
sorry,
fun. I'm sorry, but like the number one thing that I want from from any new like Sonic game is bring back my damn Chow Garden.
Yes.
You're preaching to the choir, brother.
I stopped playing
Hate it.
Sonic after 06 came out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Something for me.
like I was a diehard Sonic fan. Had a Sega Genesis when I was a kid, like, and that kind of fucked me. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh my
Dude,
god,
but
no.
his world where one is all.
But Sonic Adventure 2 Battle now on the GameCube. Yes.
Shit was peak.
Peak, dude, peak. A
Oh,
little run at the
yeah.
speed of sound. Nowhere to go. God. Follow my rock.
Okay. That
Hi,
happened.
hi, hi. Or is that not Tails' theme song? I think the best theme song was Knuckles. You know. Here I come, tougher than the rest of them, the best of them. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Knuckles, I don't Knuckles. I'd rather flex my knuckles. I'm hard as Knuckles.
What is happening?
Did Cody have a stroke on stream?
Pumpkin Hill was it.
30,
That
30,
was
30,
like
30.
I'm not a big fan of the government. 30,
30, 30.
Anyways, can we just speak on, since this is a frieren stream, can we speak on Rustage's newest song?
I haven't heard it yet.
Oh
haven't
my
either.
god, Cody.
You're the one who shared it, weren't you?
Yeah.
I listened to it 4 times on my way home.
I was fishing on Final Fantasy 15. I ain't even gonna front with you. I was in it, dude.
You said, I ain't even gonna front.
I caught a 36-pound fish.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah. I gotta get Noctis's fishing level to level 10 and Gladiolus's survival level to level 10, and then I'll have officially platinumed Final Fantasy 15.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Nice. Love that for you.
Love that for you.
Yeah,
Love it.
frieren is the frieren rap. What was your favorite bar from it, Dylan?
Dylan.
So
Wow,
I'm not even gonna lie. It's not just singular bar. It's the hook that comes back. It hits, and I'm gonna be honest. It's one of those songs that you don't need to be a frieren watcher in order to love the song, honestly. But just having that understanding of frieren just makes it that much better. Honestly, it gets you in your feels while you're listening to it, and
oh.
Is he are you
Homeboy
listening
pulled
to
it-
it right now? Hold on!
Homeboy
Yeah.
pulled
Rustage
it up
music is safe for
on
stream. We can react to this.
Oh, oh! Oh! Okay, yeah, pull it up, Cody.
I am. We got Rustage.
Are you 100% sure for streams?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
see.
played him on
Okay.
before.
Oh, fuck yeah, then. Let's go.
wait.
Oh, Dill already pulled it up.
Oh, Dill already pulled it up.
Yeah.
Oh, but then we gotta. Okay. See,
I was
this is
just thinking this
difficult.
would be easiest to do on stream reaction.
No, I've got it set to the audio channel for the thingy for Spotify, but this works. Boom. Did you play it?
I'm starting it. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm starting.
No.
Oh, God, no, not ads.
No, not Steppenwolf. Oh, sorry.
Was that a DC Comics reference?
No, it's the band who sings that song.
Time ticking away at our bodies. The older we get, and the shorter it seems. Time.
Oh, that's from Indiana?
Without water beneath. Time.
Him.
I really like this song.
Find a hope, searching for the highs before the lows. Hold them in the nights, you keep them close until they change the writing on the stones. Naming dates aside so people know. Can't convey the mind beneath the snow. 1,000 years to try to give them a sparks of the magic. Put my heart into practice. See the stars of the planet drifting in a sleep through the blackness. I can handle the damage. Blood and tears on the granite. We got different mechanics. People speaking all the same language.
Okay.
Okay. So what did you think about that bar? What did you think about how that it was sung I really liked it.
Ooh.
Killing
That's
it.
my favorite part.
No, dude, that rhyme with mechanics was hard as fuck. That's like. Oh. Oh man.
All the people and trees in the woods in the morning. Oh, she's crying.
Mind's a garden, every thought's a seed. Planting flowers and we're sorting weeds. Shed our skin like the autumn leaves.
Whoa!
Not the person that I thought I'd be. Become the light that they saw in me. We paint with our different brushes. I'm still trying to learn what love is. Mistakes and the hurt it comes.
Oh,
Okay, that fucking. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
Life that we must get. It's not weak to lean on our crutches. In our flaws we learn what to trust in. We don't live our lives in a vacuum. See us through our eyes and our statues. Live for once but fight if you have to. Late to rest.
Vacuum.
Thank you, scars won't show the highs that we ran through. Grateful for the climb with each stamina. We must be defined by our values. Show the world what time and love can do.
Oh, that statues bar was hard as fuck too. Jesus.
I like the garden bar.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's like a triple. This edit is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The
Oh,
edit
yeah.
makes it hit harder, bro. I think Vex is crying right now.
no, I'm not. It's a good song.
Liar.
Bruh.
Bruh.
All
He's got
caps.
something in his eye.
He just got something.
That was a really good song.
That was
Like,
really good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't even need to enjoy
Ha-
Frieren to enjoy that song, but it
I've
still
been
is an amazing
sleeping-
song either way.
I've been sleeping on Rustage. I need to check out more of his shit. Like, that was
so
good.
Pete put out a song today, but apparently I can't listen to it because it's spoilers. He predicted it. It's like cool king. Guess I will wait.
You sound so distraught, Cody. I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like
No, it's like yeah, I know. It's funny. It is. I get it.
You really wear it on your sleeve, though. You're just like, yeah, guys. So this thing happened, and I'm not upset about it at all. Like, I love you, Cody, but that
I'm
is
not
just-
upset about
was-
it at all. Like,
Yeah.
like Cody, no, that's beautiful. So wait, what did he predict?
No, it's spoilers. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I just saw that.
No,
and
like
then
no,
I was-
what series? is
Oh,
what I'm asking.
JJK.
One.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He predicted JJK, and I was like, cool. I guess I gotta turn off noties.
It's hard
Oh,
out there, bro.
yeah, but
It-
at least I got
I
the
don't know, though.
pre-save.
Yeah, it's not though, because like even if you read spoilers, just don't be a dick. Like I know, and I'm not gonna sit here and spoil Cody. You know what I mean? Like I think that's like another part of that whole situation too, though. Like people who just want to go out and spoil people for no reason.
Yeah, I just like don't look at it. It's pretty easy.
Yeah,
Got that.
fair.
I got that dog in me. All right.
Got
So
that
on
dog in
that
me.
note, how are we feeling about wrapping up?
I know, and I'm not gonna.
Whoa! Why are you? What? Are you
What?
watching
Oh,
us?
yeah, it's so I can see the chat,
Oh,
and I turned it back on. I always have it on, and I have.
you're a G. Shout out to Straw Hat Lucas. How do we feel about wrapping up though, boys?
I'm in for it.
Vexyz.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
well, he-
I'm
He said, "Be
doing
right
whatever,
back."
bro. Apparently, he's down too.
All right. Well, Lucas, do you want to outro us, or does Vex want to outro? I don't know. I don't want to do this.
He said, "I don't want to outro."
Yeah,
Bet you
okay.
wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, guys, we've been the Chadmirals. You know, we've got our dude, our guy, our special grade sorcerer. Finally caught up on frieren. I'm so happy. We got SSJ and Cody hold it down for us, and we've got the frontline combatant NoChillDill, who said he'll be right back, except he actually won't because we're wrapping up right now. And then we have the captain of the last arc, Straw Hat Lucas himself. We've been cooking with you guys tonight. I'm the head cook and of the last arc. We all love you guys, and we're actually gonna be doing a stream tomorrow, a little bit later than usual.
King Recon.
Yeah, we've got Coach coming to cook with us on some peak fiction. We are extremely excited to be having him on the channel. It's been a long time coming.
Very.
I cannot wait. So it's gonna be it is already scheduled. If you want to check, turn on your notifications for that. It's like a little bit of a later stream, so we will not be doing One Piece D&D this week, and for that I am extremely upset. But I'm also extremely hyped because we do get this peak guest to come onto our channel. So if you guys want to catch that, it's gonna be a ton of fucking vibes. I cannot wait. And that will be tomorrow night at about 8 EST. We might start a little bit earlier, and then yeah, that's gonna be fantastic. And then if we're doing Sunday stream, then then keep an eye on that if you're a member. Lots of hype, lots of good free content coming your way, guys. Make sure you like, stream, and have a wonderful rest of your night.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Bye.